The Galactic Council chamber shimmered with gold and crystal, suspended in orbit above the gas giant Ilvaris. Representatives of over 60 species gathered under the vaulted dome, each cloaked in their culture's finest regalia. Yet all eyes were on the human delegation, or rather, the empty seats they had left behind. Ambassador Rajan Elwood of Earth had stood in that chamber just days ago, calm and resolute, as he delivered Earth's final message. Humanity will not be bartered with, insulted, or cornered. You had your chance. We are done talking. With that, he and his team had walked out, leaving only silence and a lingering sense of unease. At first, the council had laughed. Humans, they said, were impulsive, emotional. New to the galactic scene, they lacked the centuries of diplomacy that the elder races had mastered. Let them sulk. They would come crawling back, like the Krell had in the fourth expansion era. But humanity didn't crawl. They moved. And now, the council was beginning to understand what that meant. 2 weeks after the walkout, minor trade disruptions were noted. Human-built quantum relays along neutral hyperspace lanes shut down without warning. The Terran AI monitoring those systems simply responded with "Service terminated." Contract nullified. The Glython mining syndicates lost 30% of their shipping lanes overnight. The Exer cartel's anti-piracy satellites, built and maintained by humans, suddenly stopped identifying friend from foe, treating every ship as hostile. Over 70 billion credits of cargo were destroyed in under 12 hours. Still, the council remained arrogant. Their bluffing spat Chancellor Virene of the Mir Dayari, her feathers ruffling with annoyance. They'll come back when they realize they need us. But Earth didn't send envoys. They sent silence. Behind the scenes, the Terran fleets began withdrawing from cooperative patrol zones. Human corporations severed ties with interstellar conglomerates. Their universities closed access to their open-source quantum databases resources the rest of the galaxy had come to depend on. Then came the moment that turned concern into panic. The Zartel swarm, a predatory hive species once believed extinct, re-emerged in the outer rim. They tore through 3-star systems in a matter of days. The Council scrambled to mount a defense, but their fleet AI Course Terran maid refused to boot. Their last option was the emergency override codes. But Earth had changed them. The Galactic Council, for all its pride, had forgotten one crucial truth. Humans didn't need the galaxy. But the galaxy had come to depend entirely on humans. They were late arrivals to the galactic stage, yes, but in just a century, they had revolutionized the very foundations of commerce, warfare, and infrastructure. Their innovations weren't just advanced, they were adaptable, scalable, interconnected. And now, absent. The Council convened in emergency session. Debates raged. Some called for reconciliation, others for sanctions, and a few for war. But when a scout ship returned from the Terran border, what they brought silenced the entire chamber. A single image. A Dyson ring half-built, already encircling Earth's sun, glowing with energy output beyond the combined total of 5 Council worlds. Tens of thousands of human-designed megastructures in progress. Fleets of AI-managed factories constructing vessels faster than entire Council shipyards. Autonomous mining fleets swarming through asteroid belts. They weren't preparing for war. They were preparing to leave, to go beyond the known galaxy. And they didn't care who followed. Panic set in. The economy buckled. Over half of the Council's digital infrastructure had been quietly maintained by Terran AI. With their absence, systems crashed. Supply lines failed. Pirate factions, emboldened, surged into unsecured regions. In desperation, the Council dispatched a final delegation to Earth. This time, there were no conditions. No demands. Only pleas. They were not granted audience. The ambassador's reply was a single, automated transmission. You had your chance. Humanity offered peace, progress, partnership. You chose to mock, manipulate, and stall. Now we walk a different road. Alone, if we must, but not because we are weak. Because we are free. Years later, remnants of the Council still struggled to maintain order. By then, Earth was gone, not destroyed, but departed. Their systems, their ships, their people had vanished into the outer dark, leaving only ghost relays and automated beacons. No threats, no bombs, no vengeance, just absence. And in that absence, the galaxy finally understood the cost of arrogance and the true strength of humanity. They didn't conquer the stars by force. They simply left everyone behind. A faint message still echoes through deep space, looping endlessly on the old Terran frequencies. We wanted to build together, but we're very good at building alone.